What's going on, everybody? My name is Raul. Raul, if you will. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive right in, guys. This is the second ebook that I will be reading through, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I did spend a little more time actually making this one full of text instead of images like the first ebook, but nonetheless, the message is there. And this one has a little bit more quotes, so I'm excited to read them. Alrighty, before we start though, like and subscribe. Share the video if you guys find this useful. I really do mean it. Share it. I don't just make content anymore just for myself. I don't make videos or do things on my day-to-day for no reason. I have a purpose when I'm moving, and I actively try to think about the person watching, my future self watching these videos, my family watching this. So I hope you guys do enjoy this kind of content. Without further ado, again, my name is Raul. Like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Here we are, guys. Round 2. Wired for Survival. Why Learning Guitar Challenges the Human Brain. By Raul Panchito. Yours truly. Outline. Introduction. The brain's original blueprint. 1. The survival brain. How our ancestors' brain evolved to prioritize survival over skill-based learning. Key quote. The brain is a prediction machine, constantly scanning for threats and opportunities. David Eagleman. 2. Why guitar feels unnatural at first. The fine motor skills and finger independence required to play guitar clash with the brain's default settings. Key quote. Our hands were designed to throw spears, not shred solos. Anonymous guitarist. 3. The gift of neuroplasticity. How the brain rewires itself to learn skills that weren't part of its original job description. Key quote. Every man can, if he so desires, become the sculptor of his own brain. Santiago Ramon y Cajal. 4. Struggle and growth. The brain in action. Why frustration is part of the process and how it triggers learning pathways. Key quote. What doesn't challenge you doesn't change you. Fred DeVito. 5. The payoff. Music and the brain. Why mastering guitar brings immense joy and satisfaction. Connecting with the brain's reward systems. Key quote. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination. Plato. Conclusion. A brain beyond its blueprint. Introduction. The brain's original blueprint. The human brain is an incredible organ, but its original blueprint wasn't created for guitar solos or music theory in mind. It was designed to ensure our survival in a harsh and unpredictable world. Navigating life thousands of years ago meant staying alert to predators, foraging for food, and forming bonds with others to ensure safety and success. In those times, the ability to survive the next day took precedence over intricate hand coordination needed for chord changes or the cognitive demands of reading sheet music. But here we are, strumming, fretting, and dreaming of playing like Hendrix. To understand the challenge of learning guitar, it helps to explore how the brain's wiring, built for survival, can adapt to a skill it wasn't originally meant for. As neuropsychologist Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett puts it, your brain is not for thinking. It's for running your body efficiently as you conquer life's challenges. Yet, it's adaptability, called neuroplasticity, that allows us to push the boundaries of our ancestral design. This book will explore why learning guitar is so hard and how the brain processes this challenge, and why the reward of mastering it is so deeply satisfying. Chapter 1. The Survival Brain. Before humans strummed guitars, we focused on staying alive. The brain's primary function was to assess danger, locate food, and ensure reproduction. Its wiring was, and still is, optimized for basic survival tasks, not the intricate skills required to play music. The brain evolved with a better safe than sorry approach. For example, if a rustling bush might be a predator, your brain assumes the worst and prepares for your body for fight or flight. We fight or flight. Precision hand movements, like fretting a chord, weren't necessary for outrunning a lion. Key insight. The brain structure reflects these origins. The oldest part, the limbic system, drives survival instincts. The newer part, the neocortex, handles complex reasoning, like the kind needed to learn music. Key quote. The purpose of the brain is not to create reality, but to filter it for survival. Key quote. The brain is a prediction machine, constantly scanning for threats and opportunities. David Eagleman. Chapter 2. Why guitar feels unnatural at first. Playing guitar demands precision and coordination that don't come naturally. Your fingers must move independently, sometimes in directions they've never been trained to go. The brain doesn't naturally speak the language of music or finger movements. It has to learn it. This is where your motor cortex and somatosensory cortex come in. They control movement and process sensations. But here's the kicker. Both are more accustomed to gross motor skills, like grabbing tools or throwing objects, than the fine motor skills of fretting and picking. Key quote, the brain is like a muscle. When it is in use, we feel very good. Understanding is joyous. Carl Sagan. Key quote, our hands were designed to throw spears, not shred solos. The gift of neuroplasticity. Despite the brain's survival-oriented design, it has a secret weapon, neuroplasticity. That is, its ability to change and adapt by forming new neural connections. When you practice guitar, your brain creates pathways between neurons to improve efficiency. The more you practice, the stronger these pathways become. Like carving a trail through a forest. What starts as clumsy and slow eventually becomes fluid and automatic. Your brain rewires itself to make room for this new skill. Key quote, practice isn't the thing you do once you're good, it's the thing that you do that makes you good. Malcolm Gladwell. Key quote, every man can, if he so desires, become the sculptor of his own brain. Santiago Ramon y Cajal. Chapter 4. Struggle and growth. The brain in action. Learning guitar is frustrating. It challenges your patience, focus, and persistence. But this struggle is the brain's way of saying, I'm working on it. When you feel like giving up, it's a sign that your brain is learning to adapt. Research shows that the brain thrives on challenges. Struggle activates the prefrontal cortex and engages the dopamine system. Each small victory, like mastering a chord change, triggers a release of dopamine, reinforcing the effort and motivating you to keep going. Key quote, it always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. Key quote, what doesn't challenge you doesn't change you. Fred DeVito. The payoff. Music and the brain. Why is learning guitar worth the effort? Because music taps into something primal and deeply rewarding. It engages both hemispheres of the brain, blending logic and creativity. Playing music also releases endorphins, reduces stress, and fosters a sense of connection, whether to the music itself, an audience, or other musicians. On a deeper level, music may be the brain's way of transcending survival. It doesn't keep you alive in a literal sense, but it feeds the soul, providing meaning and joy. Mastering guitar transforms the brain's survival machinery into a tool for creativity and self-expression. Key quote, music is the divine way to tell beautiful, poetic things to the heart. Pablo Casals. One more time. Music gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination. Plato. Thank you, Plato. Awesome. Conclusion. A brain beyond its blueprint. The human brain wasn't built for playing guitar. It was built to survive. But its ability to adapt allows us to move beyond mere survival, to pursue passion, creativity, and joy. The struggle to learn guitar is a testament to the brain's resilience and potential. Every chord you master, every song you play is a victory over your brain's original design. And that's what makes it so rewarding. Final quote, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Buddha. Thank you for reading. Wired for Survival, Why Learning Guitar Challenges the Human Brain. Written by Raul Panchito and ChatGPT. Thank you guys. So there you have it, guys. That is Wired for Survival. Why learning the guitar is so difficult, so hard. It's really not that hard. It's really not that hard if you actually care and if you try. But yeah, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me. Again, my name is Raul. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed listening and listening to me read, subscribe. Listen. If you don't subscribe, you won't ever get more videos like this. You might even lose me in the internet. But that ensures that I'll be on your feed, and I'll be making more videos, so I'll be there. Anyways, thank you again for watching. Thanks for joining me, guys. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out and keep practicing.